Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check out these headlines this morning. 90 million XRP, Brad Garlinghouse on a possible security designation and the fallout from it. We have runs on Ripple, the UAE, and then we got XRP price, $3 to $15. But here's the deal. The chart setup that you're going to see today is absolutely mind-blowing. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Take a look at this. We're at $1.812 trillion market cap for crypto this morning. It's April 18th, 2022. Good morning, everybody. You can follow us on Twitter at Dig Perspectives at the top of the screen. We are off by 3.74%. Right now, Bitcoin is under 40,000, 39,000, slightly over. And we see here Ethereum right now is under 3,000 at 2,900 plus, and XRP is 74 cents this morning. Now, I want to highlight this as we look at the range of price on XRP this morning. One quickly, it'll load here. We see that the range of price here on the bottom here at 75 cents, we are looking at a price range. If fiat links would load, that would be wonderful. 74 cents on the bottom and 80 cents on the top of the price range for XRP. Now, I want to let you know that, yes, I realize XRP is 74, 75 cents right now. And we're talking about, before we get out of here today, a chart that I find to be mind-blowing and very compelling about the idea that we could see $3 to $15 in the near term. We're going to hear from CoinKids, the technical analyst, on exactly what he's seeing as well. So take a look at this. 90 million XRP coins move from unknown wallet to Bitstamp. Well, I tell you, this just fascinates me every time I see it. There's not much more to glean here, but I have to wonder if this is a part of on-demand liquidity, because I tell you, it says the transfer was executed here. It had a total value of 70 million. Earlier this month, the prominent crypto wallet also moved 40 million worth of XRP, worth $32 million to Bitstamp in March. It says Whale Alert highlighted a transfer of 35 million XRP from FTX to a crypto wallet. The latest surge in the Whale XRP transaction had an impact on its price. In the past 7 days, the digital asset dropped by about 1% compared to the dip more than 8% in Bitcoin. So, like I said, I have to wonder when I see these things, because I actually believe, and it's speculation on my part, I believe that what we're seeing here is in fact on-demand liquidity driving price and not retail secondary market. By the way, very quickly, PureVPN, your numbers are brought to you by this morning. 10% off right now if you put in the Easter code. And I tell you, they have some incredible deals and specials. So don't wait. Click on the link underneath the video and check all of that out this morning. No doubt about it. Now let's get into this. India has been back and forth like a bad tennis match with crypto, and it continues to this day, even though they had opened up and found some clarity. They wanted to raise taxes. We're crazy at 30%. There was even a suggestion to tax crypto holders at 50%, which is a horrible idea. But now we see exchanges in India are offering peer-to-peer transfers to avoid using payments platform. However, the Reserve Bank of India has warned payments companies against working with the crypto exchanges. So this little tussle is not over yet. Now take a look at this. This is a reminder that we know that the SEC was just denied the motion on the DPP to protect the Hinman emails. They are obviously going to appeal that from Judge Netburn's decision up to Judge Torres, and they have requested a 4-day extension to respond to the recent DPP ruling. Delay, delay, delay. Take a look right here. This is really some powerful words here by Brad Garlinghouse. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said, if you determine XRP as a security of Ripple, we have to know every person that owns XRP. That's an SEC requirement. You have to know all of your shareholders. It's not possible. Now, here's something I've been saying for a long time. Now, I believe XRP to be a virtual currency. But listen, this is a truth, and it doesn't get talked about a lot, but XRP could become a security, but not of Ripple. XRP could become a security as a bond to the XRP ledger, which at some point is going to be heavily collateralized because we're moving in this world to a new financial system, which is off of the US dollar dominance, and we're going to be moving to a multipolar asset-backed system. And let us not forget that the XRP ledger is a decentralized exchange that will become the Ripple liquidity hub for the world. It cannot be overstated. So I just want to make that clear. And I don't want to see a security designation either, but this is why we have talked many times on this channel about a bond designation. People say, a bond of what? A security of what? A security, a bond designation potentially off of the ledger. Remember, the Howey test, it does not hold up against XRP in my eyes, and it doesn't hold up against Chris Giancarlo, the former CFTC and the head of the Digital Dollar Project's eyes either. But at the same time, we can't rule out the idea that they may choose to make it a bond. Remember, any good monetary system in the world has a backbone, and the backbone to every monetary system is a bond market. So it's on the table until it's off the table. I hope that XRP gets a virtual currency designation. Looking right here, remember that if XRP gets declared a non-security by courts, which I hope it does, then we know the SEC has spoken and said that there is not one asset that truly has clarity. So that means Bitcoin and Ethereum have not been declared non-securities by the courts. They have some major differences compared to XRP, and XRP will comply with environmental standards as well, which proof of work will have issues with. So in other words, once this case is over, and hopefully, knock on wood, we get that non-security designation, everyone, then we're talking about XRP becoming the most compliant digital asset on planet Earth. Take a look here, because I tell you what, leave it to China and their officials. The former governor of the People's Bank of China said in a speech on Saturday that the digital yuan is designed to focus on transactions for people and merchants, not to replace SWIFT or weaponize the currency. This is coming from a country that told their citizens how many kids they could have. Don't believe it. It's still true, right? And we're supposed to believe that digital yuan's not transparent and they can't enforce negative interest rates. They have a social credit score over there, right? I mean, come on. I think we all get it. I'm moving on. I could get my needle stuck for 20 minutes on that. Anyway, looking right here from Wrath of Conman, he reminds us here a happy accident missed the first time around. He's talking about Marcus Treacher from back in August 2020, talking about running on Ripple. Neum partners with Teledollar in Latin America expansion over RippleNet. And he says here, missed the first time around, but Marcus Treacher confirmed that Teledollar in Latin America runs on Ripple in their Neum partnership. Now, see, this is why it's always good to turn around and reflect on the years past and the information we've learned, because something that didn't feel relevant 6 months, 3 months, 2 years ago, or whatever it is, becomes extremely relevant today with the information that we currently have. And that's what we want to keep really aware of. And this right here, said very well by John Deaton this morning, is a reminder that UAE, the United Arab Emirates, to emerge as global digital finance hub. The UAE has declared XRP not a security, with the UK, Japan, Switzerland, Singapore, and every other foreign government that has specifically looked at it. I think the future is bright despite the clouds that cast by the SEC in the United States. And you know what? What an excellent, timely reminder. Because, you know, this is not an if, this is a when. And I'll tell you what else it is too. It's how much. How much adoption will we have? right? That's what we're really, really talking about here, ladies and gentlemen. It's not whether we'll have adoption. It's whether we're going to have 3% adoption, maybe 10% of SWIFT, and everyone speculates that that brings us a $1,200 XRP. Maybe it's 20% of the world's cash flow and settlements. Maybe it's, 15, 20% of the cross-border payments of the $155 trillion industry that they're looking to make a dent in the universe on, as we heard from Naveen Gupta years ago. The question is how much. This is not a matter of if it will or not. Look at the list of countries that have no problems understanding exactly that XRP is not a security. Now, with that being said, the reason we still entertain a security designation in the United States as a bond designation of the ledger and collateral of the ledger potentially is the possible reasoning for that could be to anchor in the United States a bond designation or some kind of security designation that would not harm how it works, because it would not be a share, right? But if it does go that way, then maybe the intention is for the United States to anchor it in that kind of designation so that the rest of the world understands you don't have to look at it as anything other than money, but because it's a bond here, it can never challenge the government money of the world from every region of the world. And maybe that's the security the rest of the world's looking for and why they can see it as not one. I don't know, but I tell you, it's on the table till it's off the table. And I hope that the U.S. ends up in the same place that Japan, the UAE, and everyone else around the world does, that XRP is simply not a security. All right, now let's get started right here. This chart is a cup and handle that you're seeing here, but you're going to hear Coins Kids walk you through the highs, the higher lows as we move through this handle of the cup and handle, and it's a 1 month chart, so keep that in mind. And look at this setup. I mean, I don't know if you could get a more textbook setup than this, but listen to what he says and look at what he's showing you here for potential breakouts. $3.27 all the way to a potential $15 XRP, depending how much pressure builds up in this handle here and this falling wedge. Take a listen.
Okay, and right now we can't ignore the fact that we've got facts staring in our face, okay, which are really screaming at us that this is a perfect setup, and it is. You've got your dormancy flow sitting in heavy opportunity, okay, you're coming back on Bitcoin. Equally, you're coming back on XRP, but you are making a series of higher lows on the monthly time frame. Okay, even on XRP, you're doing it. Let me show you. So you've got this low that you put in June last year. You've got a higher low that you put in January this year. And right now, XRP is kind of holding strong, isn't it? If you start to come back and you bounce off this trend line, that is still a higher low. That's opportunity, because what you're looking at here, essentially, possibly, again, no guarantees, but I'm trying to give you the perfect setup, okay? What we're looking at here is a potential ABCDE correction. Look, on the monthly time frame, you've got your A wave down, you've got your B wave high, okay? Then you've got a C leg down, which is a higher low. Then you've created that D wave just there where you run into resistance, and right now you're coming back in an E wave. So you're coming back over the next couple of months, potentially next month you might bottom out, who knows, down on this trend line. But at that point, that could be the correction over, and you've got this kind of bull flag, running flat correction, A, B, C, D, E correction, a series of high lows and a series of lower highs, price compression, boom, and you've got the dormancy flow sitting in green. So I know.
This is the key point that I love that he does, as well as many other technical analysts that I cover here on the channel, and how they see the chart shaping up here. We could go and find ourselves in support pulling back if it chooses to. We don't know. The charts are living, breathing representation of buyers and sellers, right? It could come all the way back in the 54-cent range right here, or even below into this range here, down the low 50-cent range. And that is remarkable to me, that all of this in the bigger picture shows us that where a lot of people would see a price pulling back from 70-some cents today into 54 cents and think, oh, we're done, it's toast, it's no good, it's a crap coin, and all the things that we have to hear. But when you zoom out and look at the larger picture of what's been going on. I mean, look at this. He's going all the way back here, 2017, to this setup that's happening on the monthly chart. It looks so textbook to me when I look at this, that I absolutely remain bullish at this point that we could see $3 plus or $15 when this thing finally takes off. And I do believe that it will be some fundamental news based on this case and adoption and use around the world, like in the UAE, Japan, and Singapore, and possibly even the UK, because there's clarity there too for XRP. And again, then it comes down to how much, not if. Is it how much $3, how much $15, or even how much $100 or $300? We see that on the charts from others as well. I don't know where it goes, but this is my digital perspectives. I remain bullish, and it's not financial advice from me or him or anyone else. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe and leave a comment below. I'll catch all of you on the next one.